So I got that pick right this weekend, and I got this one: Angela Hill versus Ketlin Souza. I really wanted to pick Ketlin Souza, but I said I don't think Ketlin Souza has the the speed and the youth. Ketlin Souza, I wanted to pick her, believe me, but when I really did the research on her fighting style, I was like, nah, like she ain't gonna knock Angela Hill out. Angela Hill ain't ever been knocked out before. Like Angela Hill is tough as nails. Like when it comes to like her, just her durability. I didn't see it, man. I just did not see it. So I had to go with the safe pick here, Angela Hill. Angela Hill schools another prospect, Angela the Dream Crusher Hill. And that needs to be her nickname now. Some people used to call her Angela Over the Hill, but that was wrong. That's wrong. I don't know where I heard that from, but I don't know if I was looking at some articles or like a Instagram post, but it needs to be Angela the Dream Crusher Hill now, because Angela Hill is continuing to put a lot of these young prospects in their place. Had she put Tabitha Ricci in her place, that could have been her maybe fighting the Yan Xiaonan rematch. That could have been her maybe fighting for a title eliminator at some point, But Angela Hill, for where she sits, I think she's still in a good position. I mean, with 18 wins and 14 losses, you would say, oh, her day's about done. But nah, man, she does just enough to keep her career afloat. And at 40 years old, that's pretty much all you want. That's pretty much all you want. I know that she wants to maybe get a title shot at some point. She did say like, hey, I might be 50 years old when I get it. I'll still be here. But I know that's the funny part. But even if she didn't, I got to say this, like Angela Hill, like she does enough to just keep her career afloat. And that's a good thing. Like you stay in good standing with the company, you get your wins, you stay relevant, you just stay, just staying relevant too. Like that's one thing we haven't really discussed. Like we always talking about somebody got to do something shocking or, be crazy or be flamboyant, over the top. Angela Hill's never really been like over the top. Like she used to do the cosplay in the Invicta FC, but overall, Angela Hill, she's always been just like a relevant fighter, win or loss. And that's one of the things that been like an attraction about her, is the fact that, the fans can get behind her whenever she's the victim of these close split decisions, all these close split decisions, and she never gets it. This was the first time she actually got it. And in my opinion, I thought she won the fight. I did, because Ketlin Souza, her being the young fighter, she should have been in charge. You just knocked out Yasmin Jauregui, and you stunning on her. You knocked her down, then choked her out. You stun on her, and in this fight, you don't really press the pace like Tabitha Ricci did. You never really take command. The judges look at that stuff. So when the judges look at it, they say, oh yeah, this 40-year-old girl, she still got a lot in the tank. She double jabbing, she out striking her. She got hit a few times with big shots by Souza, but overall, she's still pushing the pace and she made Ketlin Souza second guess herself one too many times in this fight. I don't know if y'all noticed, but that's what I saw. That's what I saw. I saw Ketlin Souza second guessing herself. Like she came in there looking like Canelo. I mean, the haircut looked like Canelo. The stance was kind of like Canelo. So I was expecting her to start going to the body like Canelo, but she never really had like a good game plan of stalking and cutting the cage off and, really drilling Angela Hill, or even really had the strength to take her down. And she looked big too. She looked big. But Angela Hill's ground game is on point. Angela Hill's ground game been on point. Had Angela Hill been using this grappling style early in her career, she probably would have already had her title shot. Hell, she probably would have already had the belt maybe. Had she been like grappling at this level before, because if she'd been doing this before 5-6 years ago, it would have been evolving even more. But hey, sometimes we learn late in life, right? And at 40, sometimes you pick up stuff quicker, especially if it's something that you really wanted. And y'all see Jenna Bishop back there. Like that's one of the keys that's been really helping her with her grappling, man. It's like Angela Hill's grappling ain't look this good since she's been working with the black belt, you know, and the way she clinches and controls, like she's not always about submission, you know, she's just using good head control on the cage for, you know, knees to the body and just, you know, frustrating her opponent. Angela Hill's, you know, still, yeah, Angela Hill, yeah, easy. Hill is our inspiration. Hill is our inspiration. You know, she's the inspiration for the 40s like me. You know, I'm still going, I'm still moving, I'm still learning, and I don't feel, I don't feel like I'm gonna stop. You know, we have our days though. We definitely have our days. Like her day against Ricci. Sometimes you just can't catch up. Sometimes you just can't catch up with an 18-year-old. You know, if you running or training against 18-year-old or running against these 15-year-old kids. Like I run these races sometimes. Sometimes I win. Sometimes these 15-year-olds, they leave you in the dust, man. They be gone. 17, 18, they be on cross country teams and track teams. I don't even mess with that no more. I'm like, I can't catch up. You know, I'm like, this kid's gone. Paul said, yeah, I was about to type that. Yeah, over the hill. Yeah, some people used to say that over the hill, Angela over the hill, you know, but Angela Hill is still, she's still game. She's still game on this level. And it's a good way to finish her career. Like if she never gets any higher, Angela Hill can still make it throughout the, you know, she can make it to 45 or so doing what she's doing and then go out being known as, okay, the fighter that fought everybody. The fighter that fought everybody. I mean, look at her resume. I mean, even during the COVID year, she fought like 4 times. You know, the COVID year, she was only like one of the people that fought 4 times that year. So Angela Hill, they're never going to get rid of her. They're never going to get rid of her. Like she could lose her next 2 and she would still be here. And I would be mad if they did because she does just enough, you know, to be relevant because her skills are enough to make these other girls have to go back and do their homework. So Angela Hill's been a teacher. Angela Hill is a teacher, man. Like Angela Hill she's what do you call it? She's a pillar in the strawweight division. Angela Hill is that pillar in the strawweight division. She's needed because she tests some of these girls. Like if you didn't have Angela Hill, you would have a lot of prospects climbing this ladder that we wouldn't know how good their cardio is or how good their defense is or how good their ground or even how good their ground game is or how good their discipline like control is, you know. Angela Hill, she makes these girls go through a test before they can get any higher. So you need that, man. It's like a boss level, you know, you need that level of fighter like her that continues to send these girls back and do what they do, you know, hey, grow. Because you know, she did it. Okay, look, she did it to Pinheiro, Gomes, Ducote, Loopy. I did pick Loopy to beat her too, but then when she took Loopy to school, I was like, oh snap. And then Gomes, you know, Gomes didn't have the power or skill to do anything with her. So I was like, hey, look, Gomes got to go back to the drawing board. Now Sousa's another one. So that's just what it is. You know, I hate to see these prospects get taken out like that, but that just shows you that they're not ready. But at the same time, you know, Angela, she's in a position where it's good for her. But I know some people, they want to see her go ahead and get pushed to the side so they can move on. And that's where it comes in when she asks, is when they bring up something about the belt, you know, I think they asked her about it. She says she wants to fight for the belt. My answer to that is I don't know. I don't think at this point she will reach top 5, or I don't think she will get to that point of fighting for a belt. Like I think her chance was maybe had she beaten Tabitha Ricci, because I think that would have put her in another position. Like had she beat Ricci, that would have put her fighting against maybe a top 5, a rematch with Lemos, Verna, or Yan Xiaonan at the time. Yeah, she would have been fighting Yan. She would have been fighting Yan at the time instead, because Ricci got that fight. You know, Ricci had got that fight instead. So yeah, that probably could have been her last chance. But at this point, yeah, I don't see really going for a belt. But I definitely see her beating some more prospects. Definitely see her beating some more prospects. So they got to be on their game. But Yeah, shout out to Angela Hill, man. Easy said, yeah, combo when I spar with dudes like 18 and 20, I have to use timing because I can't outwork. Yeah, you ain't gonna outwork no 20-year-old. Uh, I can't outrun no 18-year-old unless I use technique. Like how it's like how I used to do this, and they just have that certain burst, but it's so much. There's so much to it now, like you got to use your wits when you're trying to outrun these kids now. Like, got to start them, got to beat them in a mental game. Like, oh, play possum a little bit. Then I hit them with that burst at the end. But yeah, what do y'all think, man? Angela Hill, she'll be around another 5 years.